Hello, my amazing friends. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that is not just a story, but an inspiration for millions of people in the world. From the moment he was born, till the moment he left this world. So stay with me till the end, because this will be the best story you're even heard. So stay with me till the end, because this will be the best story you're even heard. A story that teaches us how to fight, how to dream, how to live, and how to win, no matter how hard life is. This time we return with the story of Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was an Italian physicist, philosopher, and astronomer who was world-renowned, both in his time and today. Galileo's name has become legendary and remains widely known today as a figure who contributed significantly to modern science. Galileo Galilei was born in Pisa, Tuscany on February 15, 1564 as the first child of Vincenzo Galilei, a mathematician and musician from Florence, and Giulia Manetti. He was educated from childhood. At Galileo's birth, his father Vincenzo decided that his future son should become a doctor. Therefore, around 1581, Galileo was sent to the University of Pisa to continue his medical studies. While still a student at the university, Galileo discovered an interest and talent in mathematics. Realizing this, Galileo persuaded his father to allow him to leave the university and become a mathematics teacher. Over time, Galileo also became a mathematics professor. Around 1609, Galileo heard news of the invention of the telescope, a visual aid that could make distant objects appear closer. This intrigued Galileo to create something similar, even though he had never seen one before, only heard rumors about it. Using his expertise in mathematical knowledge and his technical skills, he decided to improve the telescope and build it. In the same year, Galileo also became the first person to successfully see the moon with his eyes through the telescope he built. This is also what led Galileo to his first successful astronomical discovery. Galileo also researched and discovered that the moon is not a smooth plane but has mountains and many crevices or holes, similar to Earth in comparison. Then, Galileo used a telescope as a tool he had just discovered to research and found that there were 4 moons orbiting Jupiter, also studied Saturn and observed the phases that the planet Venus experienced, and also studied spots on the Sun. Some of the results of the scientist's observations, Galileo strengthened his belief that the theory proposed by Copernicus related that the Earth and all other planets revolved around the Sun as the center. This was very contrary to the view of most people in Galileo's time, who believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, and many of them also believed that the Sun and other planets revolved around the planet Earth. Contrary to popular belief, Galileo did not invent the telescope, but he did perfect it. He was the first person to use it to observe the heavens, and for a time, he was one of the few people capable of making such a good telescope. On August 25, 1609, he demonstrated his telescope to Venetian lawmakers. His work also paid off, as merchants used his telescopes for their shipping purposes. His astronomical observations were first published in March 1610, under the title Sidereus Nuncius. Galilei was one of the scientists who initiated research into cell biology using microscopes. In the 17th century AD, he began research on insects. Galilei examined the thin structures in insects' eyes using 2 types of lenses on a microscope. Galileo died in 1642 under house arrest, but his discoveries became the foundation of modern science and the empirical scientific method. In 1992, the Catholic Church officially admitted its error in condemning Galileo. His zeal in seeking scientific truth despite opposition from authorities, his revolutionary experimental methodology, and his world-changing discoveries, such as the improved telescope, the law of gravity, and his strong support for the heliocentric theory, which led to him being forced into lifelong house arrest but continuing to write until the end of his life, made him a symbol of intellectual rebellion and the father of modern science. Thank you for listening. Now you know his story. Not just the facts, but the feelings, the pain, the sacrifice, and the victory. His story was also a lesson in English, in life, in courage, and in humanity. If you're here at the end, you are part of something special. Now go ask your questions, build your own telescope, and carry forward the fire that Galileo started, because the stars are waiting for you. Thank you. Look forward to other interesting stories. Stay tuned to Story Avenue.